Last night, Luke invited us on a trip, and can you guess where we are now? The freaking airport. But first, let's go back to yesterday. Kelly and I had just wrapped up a nice weekend upstate, and we were on the train home when we got a phone call from our friend Luke.
I was curious if you and Kelly wanted to go outside the country. Also, yeah, like tomorrow.
At this point, we had been traveling for weeks, and the invite was so sudden that, of course, our answer had to be no. But look at us at 7 a.m. the next morning, somehow convinced to wake up bright and early to take a last-minute flight to none other than Costa Rica. This trip is especially exciting because it's our first trip with another couple, aka our friend Luke and a stranger.
All I said was, hey, Ashton and Kelly, you guys want to go to Costa Rica? And they said, okay.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
If you know, you know. This is Luke's girlfriend, Kyla, who you might already recognize. Now, another reason why this trip was exciting was because absolutely nothing was planned. Luke actually had convinced us by paying for everyone's Airbnb. However, he had not even chosen it. So on the way to the airport, him and Kelly were freaking out. Very spontaneous, to say it the least. So spontaneous that Luke did not even have proper footwear to go through TSA. Gonna go through TSA with the dogs out.
No, I'm going literally around like...
Ew, Luke! Anyways, we hopped on our 5-hour flight from New York City to Liberia, Costa Rica. 5 hours later, we're here, Costa Rica. The warm weather really hit us once we landed, and from there we got our rental car, started driving, and our first stop was, of course, a coffee shop because the boys needed an IVL. Stop number 1, cafe, and it's a very interesting cafe. Kind of looks like somebody just drew the whole cafe. This was definitely one of the most interesting cafes I've ever been to, since everything was 2D and black and white, and like I said, looked like it had been drawn. And now, other than coffee, one of the main reasons why we stopped here was because I had a business call and I needed a place with some Wi-Fi. I'm always on the go while I'm working, so of course, I'm taking a NAMI business call right now, 3 o'clock. Costa Rican time, but 5 p.m. normally is the time, like 5:15 in New York. Hi, how are you guys? Hopefully it's not too loud. I'm in like the craziest looking cafe. Guys, let me tell you, we talked about some really exciting stuff that I'll get to in like maybe a minute. Call check, salad check, smoothie check. Anyways, the cafe was so good and it was a great way to kick off our stay in Costa Rica. Okay guys, I just finished my business call, which I did while everyone else ate lunch, and I have a crazy announcement for everybody in the car. Guess what my announcement is relating to NAMI?
This video is sponsored by Shopify.
Yes!
Is it?
Yes.
I use Shopify.
I use Shopify.
Okay.
I use Shopify.
But what is my announcement though? I have a crazy announcement for NAMI.
NAMI's going worldwide.
Yes! Lucas! How did you know that? On my call, we were setting it up, but we found a way to have NAMI launch internationally. It's not to every country, but it's to pretty much every country. Coming like early September. So if you're part of the Matcha Mob or if you follow NAMI on Instagram at NAMI Matcha, then I'll keep you updated.
I really thought it was gonna be that beef jerky matcha flavor.
No, it's not the beef jerky matcha flavor. I'm working on a restock. I think we're gonna have a restock in early September, but also on the restock, the matcha is gonna be available internationally, which is crazy. Yay!
No hands.
Back to what you were talking about earlier. Pop quiz, what's Shopify?
Shopify is a
Commerce platform
commerce platform
where you can start, grow, and manage your own business. And obviously Shopify has been very instrumental to me growing NAMI because literally like Shopify is the central hub for everything. It's how I sent out emails for the Matcha Mob. It's how I literally do everything related to my brand. Not to mention I also built NAMI on Shopify, like my whole website. Through Shopify I'm also able to sell NAMI on other social platforms like YouTube or Instagram, etc. Also, they have a really easy drag and drop feature to edit your website. They have a back office where you can manage everything and just lots of easy to use marketing tools. I feel like I know so many people that all use Shopify. And like I said, I will have a link down below if you want to go check them out. Shopify.com/YourMomAshley. Thank you to Shopify for making my dreams come true. And yeah, yes, Nami will be finally available internationally. And I wanted to say that while I'm out of the country in Costa Rica.
I'm curious what country is going to be the #1 outside of the US. And if it is your country, Ashley will go to that country.
Whoa, that's literally facts. Wow, I should do that.
So-
What country is it gonna be?
Probably Canada.
It might be Canada. Could be, I feel like Singapore. I feel like Singapore, when I look at my analytics, you guys are showing out in Singapore. That would be a very long flight for me. Now we're driving. Where are we driving? I actually genuinely don't know where we're driving.
I'm
Wait,
just.
Kelly, you're not
I'm an hour. I'm going to Tamarindo. So
We'll find out.
I know it's.
No.
Whoa! On the left. On the left.
Pulling up to the Airbnb. So Luke did end up finding us an Airbnb, thank goodness. However, he did not show us any pictures, so we just kind of pulled up. And the road there was so steep that I was scared that the car would not even make it up. But of course, it did. Wow, we've arrived, and this is actually one of the most beautiful views I've ever seen. Okay, Luke, with the Airbnb, it's so gorgeous. I was so excited about the Airbnb that I actually did a horrid job at filming a tour, but I'll try to show you guys around a little bit. On the bottom floor, there were a couple of bedrooms, and I realized that each of them had 2 twin beds in them, and I was like, wait, are we all sleeping in separate beds? But then I did realize that there was a second floor. Whoa, there is an upstairs. And on the second floor, there was another bedroom for me and Kelly, and of course, the master for Luke and Kyla, which had a beautiful, beautiful view. Holy shit! Good morning! It is our first morning here.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see you guys. Wow, you look so tropical.
Yes, tropical.
Tropical vibes.
So beautiful outside. I'm so excited to explore Costa Rica today. However, you guys know how I have to start my mornings. Bro, I brought my ceramics all the way here. I have to start the morning with matcha. I got my Nami premium ceremonial matcha. Actually, I wanted to mention this yesterday and I forgot, but we are doing a little bit of a rebrand just on like the tin itself. So our first batch, it says, if you look closely, premium ceremonial grade. However, on the newer ones, it's gonna say Okumadori first harvest, because that is actually more descriptive of what the matcha is, because literally every matcha that I'm gonna have is going to be ceremonial grade. So of course it is remaining ceremonial grade, and it will have that like written on the side of the package, but just so that in case I wanted to introduce more matcha variants, wink, like maybe different origins or cultivars, etc. Matchas with slightly different flavor notes, you know the vibe. It's just gonna be more descriptive on the label. So when I restock, it's gonna be a restock of this exact same matcha, like literally exact same matcha that's in here, but it'll say Okumadori first harvest. I think I'm gonna do a cold whisk matcha just to make things easier for myself. Okay, put some hot water into this mug just so I can bloom my whisk and let it sit in the water for a little bit. In the meantime, let's sift our matcha. I like to take a nice hefty scoop. Okay, let's sift it in. Okay, and then I got this oat milk last night at the grocery store, so pray that it tastes good. It looks pretty good. It has good ingredients. There are so much chunkies in there. I don't know, I feel like there's so many chunkies in the milk. I'm gonna strain it just in case. Cheers! Whoa! It's like really sweet oat milk or something. Interesting. Okay, now we're leaving to go surfing, and I'm so scared because everybody else goes surfing. Kyla says she goes surfing 1 to 2 times a week, and she was like, oh, it's not that much. I'm like, I've only been surfing 1 time in my life, but I'm so scared. These are all Californians. I'm the only East Coast girl here. Oh, pray for me. From there, we headed into town and stopped for a quick breakfast first. Everything at this cafe was gorgeous, including their matcha, which was pretty decent, so it got a rating of 6 out of 10. And a brownie for breakfast, because I'm crazy. Feasted. Not really feasted. From there, there, we were on the hunt for a surf spot, and Luke seemed to think he knew of a good place to surf.
Literally no chance that I'm surfing this at all. Hey guys, I know a spot, 100% rock.
This definitely did not look promising, plus we needed to still find surfboards to rent, but we ended up talking to some guys on the beach that pointed us in the right direction. Hi, I have something that is absolutely crazy to add in here. As you can see, we got to our surf destination and I realized that the entire place was desolate. And this for us was perfect because you get a bunch of room to surf. It's nice and open. I was like, wow, this is a beautiful, gorgeous beach. Nobody is here. That's kind of weird, but we're vibing with it. This is great. What a great find for us. And I was like, okay, why not? I had just assumed that we got lucky. And we did get lucky in a certain way. Let me tell you why. The second after we finished surfing, Kelly comes over to me and I have vlog footage of this and he's like, hey, come look at this sign. And it says,
Crocodiles.
no. What the fuck?
Bro, do you think they're in the...
Bro, what the F, actually? What the hell? You think there's just gators? Like, this must be freshwater. And I look around, luckily no gators, but like there's this area where the freshwater kind of feeds into the ocean. I'm like, oh my God, good thing that there were no gators around to come snapping at me, whatever. But like, either way, it should have been fine. Like the gators don't go in the ocean, whatever. Fast forward a couple weeks, I'm talking to some of Kelly's family members that had recently gone to Costa Rica and they were like, oh, we actually heard about that. You know, the gators go into the ocean there. You know the gators go into the ocean? Nobody is there because you might get bitten by an alligator. Personally, if I saw a gator in the ocean, that would be much more of a red flag than even a shark. Like, I'm out. I can't even, like, wow. And we rented surfboards from guys that were right near the alligator area. They didn't say anything. I mean, obviously, because they want to rent us the surfboards. Anyways, obviously, we survived, and you can enjoy the next few clips of us just knowing that we are in alligator-infested water.
Okay, are the surfers gonna show us how it's done? Luke, show us how it's done. Okay, nice.
Luke and Kyla went first into the ocean since they're a bit more experienced, so they could really show us how it's done.
Okay, here's the verdict. They're not hitting any waves. They must suck.
Sub!
They suck!
I said sub.
Oh, subscribe to
substitute.
my channel.
Oh yeah, and subscribe.
There was also a local guy there that was just shredding the waves, so we knew surfing was possible. And also, I guess he was not afraid of the alligators.
Yeah, let's go! No! Oh, that's so cute! I caught like 3 waves. Nice! Good job, high five.
Next up, it was time for me and Kelly. And we initially struggled a bit, but we finally got up on a few waves, although it did take some trial and error as newbie surfers. Anyways, as a newbie surfer, I also don't really know how to surf at all in general, and I also probably don't know the manners of surfing, and I just didn't even see this guy.
Dude, she snaked him and got it.
Anyways, overall, surfing was super fun, and I'm very glad that I did not get eaten by an alligator.
Crazy wave. Did you guys see me hit that? And apparently also I snaked away from a guy and I feel really bad.
Better surfer got the wave.
Yeah,
Respect.
period, respect. No, I literally like didn't even see him first of all. And it's like basically like my first time surfing. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
I feel so bad. There's literally monkeys in the trees. Monkeys.
Morning number 2? Yeah, morning number 2. Quick morning thumbnail photo shoot that I normally wouldn't film, but this is what we are actually up doing is
Very
taking
demure, very
pictures.
mindful.
Yeah, we're taking some very demure and mindful thumbnails before we leave. So I just took mine on that tripod, and now Kelly's setting up his over there.
Don't get me.
Why? Cold, look at what he's making me do. This is the funny part about going on trips with vloggers is that, of course, everything is filmed. Plus, we need thumbnails, aka like the photos for our videos, which turn into little photo shoots. Actually, not so little because everyone was vlogging, so everyone had to shoot a thumbnail, which actually took a couple hours in total. Okay, thumbnails are done.
This is our room. Built-in air conditioning, blackout curtains, dresser from Givenchy, and a bed from Louis Vuitton.
Amazing view into Luke and Kyla's room if they open the window, and they're out there doing something. Now we're shooting shots for Kelly's video, and they look really cool on the video, but in real life they're embarrassing. So I'm gonna show you what I mean by this.
Bro,
okay.
you cannot! You cannot do this. This isn't in the fine print. This isn't in the fine print.
Here's Mr. Kelly's camera on the ground, and we're doing a little hop over it, and we're gonna pretend to jump in the pool.
I'm a nerd, but I got the girl, so who's laughing now?
3, 2, 1. Guys, help me.
We have to jump further. Bro, I got no content yet. Especially because half my clips have no audio.
Tell them what happened.
I just recorded my entire video with no audio. So I'm trying to scramble for footage. So actually, this is my footage.
If you guys watch my bikini haul, I literally said about this bikini, I'm never gonna wear this bikini. And of course I'm wearing it. And it actually like is so good for a tropical climate, so whatever. And if you're wondering where all my bikini's from, then go watch my bikini haul. Oh, and then you break like this into the water? Yeah. Isn't it so too shallow for that? Next up, Luke and Kyla wanted to teach us how to do suis, aka like death jumps and just jumping out like crazy and then last minute kind of forming into a ball, I think.
Kind of good. Yeah. Pretty good.
That's my best student yet. This is why I'm thinking if I do it from the roof,
No,
fine, because
it's not fine to do. Oh my god.
honestly, that's really fun. You guys should all try it.
However, it's not our last day in Costa Rica. We're actually going to a different Airbnb, but we're leaving this one right now. It's all emptied out. Gotta say goodbye to our gorgeous view. Goodbye, view. We'll see what Luke has in store for us. Time to close the huge door. That's Walter White.
I don't want to hit
Breaking Bad or Breaking Bread. Actually, this is supposed to be the best breakfast in Tamarindo, so let's see. Honestly, all of the food we had in Tamarindo was so good, like extremely good. And at this place specifically, the bread was to die for. Of course, the place is called Breaking Bread, so it makes sense. But oh my god, I have never had a bread as perfect and beautiful and fluffy and stretchy as this. And then one of the workers came out and gave us free dessert.
The cinnamon stick.
The waiter just goes, I have a present for you guys. I'm like, okay, cheers.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. Very cinnamon.
Buzzling.
Okay, beach day number 2. And I think we might surf again. We'll see. Yep, we're surfing again. At least not with alligators this time. Just maybe sharks, who knows? Today was really fun because we hooked up a GoPro to one of the boards, but the board was so teeny tiny that it was really hard for me to surf on it, and I literally just got wrecked over and over and over. And maybe kind of rode in like 1 or 2 waves. Okay, we're back from surfing, and I felt more confident today because I feel like the last couple times I actually was able to catch a couple waves, and like I never really wiped out that bad. Today, just 100% wipeouts. I don't know what happened. Every time I tried to catch a wave, I nosedived like so badly. And maybe I kind of halfway caught a couple of waves, but actually for the most part, I literally just got rocked. So, and now it's raining out here, but I had fun, and my whole body is scratched in like a million places. After we washed up, Luke told us he had a very special surprise and that we all needed to close our eyes for a full 10 minutes while we're in the car. And Kelly did not want to close his eyes for that long.
My eyes are open still, but I'll close them soon. I swear.
You know, one time
Close it.
Hey, you weren't supposed to open your eyes. Just because I do doesn't mean you should open your
You
eyys.
need to close it.
Everyone close their eyes.
My eyes are open.
Hey,
Close their eyes.
Luke, close your eyes.
Yeah.
Bro, everyone's eyes is open.
Hey, you almost just swerved off the road. You knew.
Okay, everyone close
My eyes
their
are closed. My eyes are closed.
Fine. Is it actually closed?
Yes. I don't know why I feel like when I close my eyes, I have to stop talking too.
You're
Okay, we have to put on blindfolds now.
It really fell off.
Look at them. They're good right now.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Oh, jeez. You're screwed.
From there, he led us all out of the car with our blindfolds on and revealed the most insane surprise.
3, 2, 1. Our Philip next.
But you guys will have to wait until the next video to see. Bye!